Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Game 2 of the CUNYAC Championship doubleheader. John Jay, one of the men. We are at Brooklyn College. It is number 1 Lehman, 10-3-1, taking on number 2 Baruch, 7-6. For my partner, Ralph Penarchik, I'm Zach Weiss. And Ralph, Lehman's women's team came up short, hoping the men can have a different fate.
Lehman has captured 5 of the last 6 regular season championship under Coach Toma Gojjevic. They're an offensive machine, a lot of talent. I think they're clearly the most talented team in CUNY, and they also have depth. He has a very nice bench that he can bring in too, and a lot of CUNY teams in the pandemic saw their numbers suffer, especially with a lot of talent. So Lehman took advantage of that. Look, they can score. The question is, can Baruch hang in this match and gain some confidence? Lehman this year, 44 goals scored. They did beat Baruch October 16th, 4-0, but that game was closer than that score indicated. But Lehman just comes at you in great waves. Can Baruch withstand that, hold their shape, and make adjustments during the game? That's the overall bigger picture.
Yeah, and for Baruch, 7-6, but one game stands out. And yes, NYU men are in another league than the CUNY this season, but a 10-0 defeat. They gave up 30 goals on the year. They've had a rough go of things at times. I think for Baruch, and tell me if I'm wrong here, Ralph, I think they need an early goal. I think their defense is going to be pressed for a lot of this game, trying to stop Lehman, and they need something early.
I don't know if the goal is necessary for Baruch, but I do think they cannot give up an early one. I think they need to maintain that shape and give themselves a chance. And they're a younger team than Lehman in terms of experience. Their roster has turned over greatly. Only about 7 guys back from 2019 that played some decent or meaningful minutes for Coach Dima Kamenchnik. From that team. I think they need to settle in, allow this game to breathe 5-10 minutes, withstand the early chances. Look, NYU was top 15 in Division III, well-oiled machine, super talent playing in the UAA. Different world than CUNY and Baruch. You wipe out that 10-goal margin out of Baruch's season, and Baruch has defended well enough to get themselves to this point. They have Kellen Sella, a veteran, experienced goalie. Sella has played in championships before. 2018, he outlasted College of Staten Island to win CUNY's. He's got the experience. Can Baruch give him a chance by keeping things in front of them, let the game settle in, and then the Bearcats can find ways to see how they can attack?
Yeah, and for both teams here, Ralph, start with Lehman, it's 2 players that really lead a very impressive attack. It is Mubarak Uro, who has 14 goals and 4 assists, and a guy we'll talk a lot about, 8 goals and 8 assists, Mohamed Jagni. These 2 make this incredible offense go. And
they are speed, they have agility, and they move the ball super quickly. Lehman does not have to use their speed by playing direct either. That's what makes them super dangerous in their style. They'll play a 4-5-1, but you can worry about them over the top, but they want to come at you with the dribble and distribute and just attack. That's what makes them super dangerous. Look, Lehman expects to win. They expect to attack. Their goals are to get to the NCAA tournament and challenge one of the top teams that they usually get faced up with. Their mentality is they want to attack and bury this game.
And keys for Baruch, we have 2 names here, Cormac Foley and Jamali Zarnadze. Big thing with Foley, he's scoreless in 3 straight games. They've gone to the finals in spite of him having no goals, no assists. They've combined for 16 goals. They're both very good passers, and one of them, or both, are going to need to do something to ignite the Bearcats.
Well, Cormac Foley plays center forward in a 4-3-3 for Baruch. He's also experienced. He's a 3-year starter, would be a 4 at a Bethpage High School. He's had a real understanding that he needs to score for Baruch to win this year, and he's done that. He came back in the most fitness of his career. He's playing center forward. He had been a 2-year starting right mid, so now he's checking back higher up the field for the ball, and then distributing, and then facing up. So it's been an adjustment for Cormac Foley, not the biggest guy to play center forward, by the way, at 5'8" either. And then with Jamali Zarnadze, second teamer. He is from Georgia, the country of Georgia. He breaks lines for this team. But can Baruch win the ball enough to make Zarnadze be a factor in an attacking mode and not have to start to play the ball in his defensive third? Can he be able to make 2-3 touches, attack, distribute for Foley and the other wingers out wide, such as Jaden Seneca and Luis Munoz?
Yeah, and the big difference between these teams is how many goals they do score. Baruch with 25, Lehman with 44. You can get to the finals, Ralph, low-scoring games by playing good defense. When you actually get here, it's so much harder. The men's game in 2019 between Hunter and John Jay did not see any goals. It went right to PKs, which I think ended up being some crazy number, if I recall this, 8-6. It's very important for either side. Get off to a good start. Yes, we're going to have 2 good goalies out here, but they shouldn't have to be the reason you win. You need your defense to step up. You need the forwards we've talked about for the last couple minutes to be there, and they need to do their job, put the ball in the back if possible.
Well, Toma Gončević talks about, look, if we can improve somewhere, it's our defensive organization. In CUNY, Lehman has had their way. They have not really had close games or been pushed in league. 5-1 against Brooklyn in the semifinals. You look at the ledger. Their closest game in league was their one loss at home to Brooklyn 2-1, where they badly outshot and outchanced Brooklyn, and that's soccer. They just happened to lose. And they played a pretty good non-conference, I'll add, too. They lost at Kane, out of the NJAC, very competitive league, at Western Connecticut State. That's out of the NewMAC conference, so they lost there. So Lehman is very prepared and battle-tested, and they have the depth where they're not stretched with their starters either.
Yeah, you talked about Lehman and their consistency in winning. They won in 2016 and in 2017. They've won 5 out of the last 6 regular season championships. So now a lot of the guys here that are seniors now came in after that last win. So how important is it going to be, perhaps mentally, for these Lehman seniors to bring the program back to championship level?
Yeah, this is what they want. Look, this is what they want. I think Lehman would not even settle for just a 1-0 game here. I know for sure Lehman is going to play. They're not going to sit back in a shell. I think Lehman is going to come out and attack. And in talking to Baruch coach and Dima Kamenchnik about how he's going to play, they're not going to sit back in a shell either. They're going to play straight up and not just hope to survive and get to the second half. I got the sense he owes it to his guys to play it straight up. They just have to make adjustments to their shape and make maybe make substitutions to see what area of the field they may be at a disadvantage with athletically. But I think both teams are going to play straight up. This should not be a game that is bogged down in any way. That would shock me.
A senior from the Bronx, number 24, Christian Rodriguez.
And now, all this said and done, Ralph, let's pick out one ultimate key for each side to ultimately win this game and be crowned champions. What would it be?
Lehman, just use your speed, use the width of the field. Great field here at Brooklyn. There's no grass, there's no pebbles, nothing to worry about. And for Baruch, it's to maintain your shape. You're going to be under fire at times, but keep up with your marks. Make Lehman earn it. And the deeper this game gets pushed at 0-0, Baruch can gain advantages with restarts, set pieces, and then big throws. They do have a big thrower off the bench they can turn to, so they could find a way to manufacture a goal somewhere.
All right, this is going to be an incredible battle as we have just 3 last starters to introduce for Lehman, and then we will have game number 2. Lehman women lost 1-0 to John Jay. Now they're hoping to take down Baruch. So look at the all-time champions. As far as total titles, here's what we have. Right at the top, there's a tie with 2 teams, each having 6. As the teams will now get ready to begin. So here's what we have all-time. Baruch with 6, York with 6, Lehman with the 3, all in the last decade. Baruch can pass York on the all-time list, while Lehman can move 1 away from Hunter and CCNY. So it's 5:26 p.m. The lights are on. We're getting dark soon. It's the last time it's going to be light at this time, Ralph, for a year. Daylight savings coming up later this evening.
And fortunately here, there's very little wind. Yeah, you know, it's about 50 degrees, but I think we can't ask for better conditions, particularly with the wind. At times, the wind here for these CUNY finals can be a bit of an adventure in Brooklyn for whatever reason. The last few times I've been here. Tonight, looks like that won't be a factor at all, and this will allow particularly Lehman to play on the ground and not be bothered by it.
Absolutely. So final huddles. The teams are going to come out. Baruch in the blues. Lehman, some beautiful white with some gold in there. They got the blue numbers. And our favorite thing, they're easy to read.
Got that right.
So Baruch will have possession first. They got shut out against Lehman last time. Rob Penarchik, Zach Weiss are at Brooklyn College. The last CUNYAC on CUNYAC soccer battle until next year. Here we go. Tomagoy-Sevich and the Lehman team hoping to bring the 4th title in 11 years, while Baruch hopes to become the all-time leader on the men's side with 7 CUNY chips. They won in 04, 06, 2012, 2013, 2014, and recently in 2018. Baruch wasted no time trying to get a shot off.
Yeah, a little volley there from Cormac Foley. Cormac is just, he's so explosive attacking people. And can Baruch find him in just some open space? I mean, the athleticism that Lehman has, particularly at center back, is really something else with Jude Apong Asare and Jamari Kelly. Those guys fly around. They're athletic enough, I think, to be midfielders for most college teams.
Foley has it poked away. Again, Lehman, as mentioned, a lot of speed. You get somebody in open space, it's going to be early trouble for the Bearcats.
And when these two teams met up, I touched on it was a 4-0 game, but 2 late goals in the final 3 minutes scored by Lehman as Baruch was chasing that game. The first goal given up was just a mistake, Kellen Sella, in the 5th minute, so it was 1-0. Then the second one also kind of a broken play where Baruch made more of a defensive error, so 2-0, and then 3 and 4-0 in the final couple of minutes. So that game was played, I think, a little bit closer than the final score indicates, even though the shots were 20-6. And I got the sense, talking to Dima Kamenchnik, that they could take some confidence from that if they avoid the self-inflicted wounds tonight, they can push this game far and put themselves in a position to win a championship.
Lehman putting on an early press.
And this is the right call by Mirhan Hamzic. That's the right call as Lehman with Mohamed Jagne bearing in on the holding mid and Elijah Smar. Smar's first touch there, he's got to realize the speed that Lehman can cover the ground, you have a little bit less windows. His first touch got away from him. Boom, all of a sudden he had to commit the foul. Otherwise, it's transition the other way.
And they got Jagne and Mubarak Uro on ball. We'll see who ends up taking the kick. Uro, a goal-scoring machine with 14, will be Jagne. 8 goals, 8 assists. The only goal in game number 1 was a free kick in the 76th minute. There's the 3-man wall in front. Jagne with a shot. It was deflected by the wall. And a wall right to the keeper, Kellen Sella. Where's the number 99? Look at his numbers on the season. 6 and 6 rather. 1 combined shutout. 1,051 minutes in frame. 55 saves. 23 goals allowed. Yeah,
Beacon, New York. He was honorable mention all section out of Westchester County, Beacon High School. 3-year starter. Very acrobatic. And this is a game where Kellen Sella can rise to the occasion. They're okay to playing the ball to his feet. He's 6'1". This is the kind of game where Sella may have to steal one somewhere.
Oh, speaking of stealing, that's exactly what Lehman did, although they will be called for the foul. Jagne and Uro were both there.
Yeah, Mirhan Hamzic in the right position. That's the right call. It just disturbed the Baruch player enough.
If you're going to reset to Sella, again, it can work. Got to put a lot on the ball so that it can't be intercepted beforehand. There's a nice deflection by Victorio.
Yeah, look at the high press here from Lehman, the way they defend. They can do that and afford to give something up on the backside by stretching them. So Baruch has to move the ball quickly, get it back in the middle of the field, and that's where they can go to work through Jamali Zarnadzi.
And Honoria will take this free kick from Andover, New Jersey.
Yeah, Newton High School, another strong program in West Jersey.
Baruch trying to create. There's the pass ahead. Good touch. Still trying to clear it away. There's Smar nearby. Jagne.
Nice step there from Nicholas Bellotti. He had to do that. And then the foul committed. So here's an area look. Baruch restart at midfield. This is where you can take some calculated risks, bring some numbers forward, play a ball in the box, and make Demeraldo Grunassi on the other end have to organize his defense. So I would imagine they'll send it long here.
As Bellotti is going to play it in. He's a transfer from Brookdale Community College. He was a CUNYAC second-team All-Star this year. Both teams with a number of transfers. It's a good ball into the box. Foley couldn't get his head on it. And Lehman cannot save it. It went off of Jamari Kelly, who made the CUNYAC sportsmanship team. We're going to have a corner for Jamali Zarnadze.
And this is exactly the recipe for success here for Baruch. Restart leads to a corner kick. Numbers in the box. Let's cause some havoc.
There's the kick. And headed out of there nicely by Adewasi. Throw-in coming for Baruch. Amar Ahmed Shaker. Physical play early. Jagne's pass was deflected, comes right back to him. Lifts it ahead, and Sella wise to go get it.
Yeah, I think Lehman would like to speed up the tempo of this game.
Two players trip over each other. Refs let them play. Bellotti with a good ball ahead. Seven minutes off the board, first half. Here comes Uro with the speed. Mubarak Uro had it taken away.
That's just good one-on-one defending, not fouling, don't overcommit, and Elijah Smar does his job.
Good idea from Adewasi on that ball, but it will go out for a Baruch throw, a bit deep. The Bambaran. Bianco Bambaran from Queensboro Community College, where he played for 2 years. Also spent some time with the Astoria Knights. Foul against number 15.
I see it already. Lehman is anxious to try to speed up this game, turn Baruch over, committing a foul here. Now this one's a little bit further out, but it still gives Baruch a chance to drive it deep, look for a flick on, and find a second ball.
It's lifted ahead, headed out by Lehman. They're looking for Seneca. Throw in for Bambaran. He's going to get a lot on. He's going to get a big running start. Couldn't get the header toward frame. Deflected. Baruch Good defensive play at the point of attack. That was Jimmy Lopez. There's a foul on Baruch to halt this opportunity. Be a long kick for Adewasi. She's going to go short. Fooled us. Good passing from Lehman. They're past midfield.
Yeah, here's where they're dangerous when they get wide. Look at this connection to Uro.
Uro leaves it. There's a cross. Shot deflected. Still with it. Cleared out for a...
Yeah, deep throw. Yeah, Bianco Bambarin. Careful there with the ball stuck at his feet. He's got to maintain marks. You can see how Lehman receives these passes too with great speed. They can connect with one another while on the move at a quicker pace. That's kind of the next, the better level of Division III. You're not waiting to receive the pass. You're attacking the ball as it's coming to you at base.
So here comes the throw. Headed up. Ow, shoots. And it'll be the first save for Sella.
Shot taken by number 15, Daniel Hall, saved by number 99, Kellen Sales.
They're trying to get Foley ahead. Leaves it on his head.
Yeah, nice flick on coming from Cormac. And he nearly led Jamali Zarnadzi beautifully. Well, Zach Baruch has had the better of it here. Possession, cleanly organized. Lehman's just been a little bit anxious. They're trying to high press, force turnovers. That's what they do. They haven't had the ball enough, though, to build up and attack Baruch collectively.
They've been applying a lot of consistent pressure. It's got to get one guy, Uro or Jagne, somebody with speed and open space, and they're off for a one-on-one with the keeper. They'll get a few of those, there's no doubt, over the course of the game. Baruch can only prevent so much. Because that's lifted ahead. Drops in, Foley's fast. Not fast enough, it's cleared away. Throw in, Baruch. The Bambarin putting it in. Oh, nice takeaway, Baruch. There's a cross. Bearcats still on the prowl. And it's sent out of bounds by Apong Asare.
Yeah, Baruch, this game, this first half is playing right into the perfect recipe of success to try to build up a goal. They've given up basically nothing, just one low percentage chance, and they've been able to build up forward.
We'll have a chance to send one in. Bodied, it's down.
Oh, and that head ball from Elijah Smar. Elijah did not attack the ball as it was coming its way. He might have been looking inside, then before he knew it, the ball was on his forehead. If he attacks that head ball and squares his body up, it's towards goal.
That's some really impressive footwork from Zarnadze, but nothing there. Foul there will go against Baruch.
Yeah, that's good work from Jamari Kelly. Touched on the athletes that Lehman has in the back. Peter Adewasi, the left back, and Kevin Umanzor, the right back, neither of which have been able to get forward. And I think through 15 minutes, that's a big plus for Baruch. Typically Lehman, when they get going, it's team speed. It's not just one guy up top. It's them collectively, and both outside backs, I think, have not yet crossed midfield.
This physical play, both sides. Nothing's come easy. already different than the regular season meeting. Or Ralph, you mentioned the goal 5 minutes in for Lehman.
Yeah, and it came off of an error in that game too. So Baruch has already changed the script.
Here's Jaden Seneca. Easy box out for Apong Asari with the speed he's got.
Lehman just needs a possession. They showed when they cycled the ball before, it was okay. They've got to win this first ball. If not, recover, get the ball back, and find a switch.
And a guy we've talked about a lot in the Will, number 7, Jaden Seneca, helped his North Shore High team to their first playoff appearance in 10 years. As there's a foul against Foley, pushing off a bit. Going to see a lot of fouls called in this one as guys just trying to use their size and their frame to create space. There's Sujiyama, some good passing. Ow, gives it up. Extra feed, could we get a shot? Another pass, another touch. Uro deflected.
Oh, great movement off the ball for Lehman. We saw just in that sequence how explosive they are and why they've scored so many goals. The movement off ball was fantastic. They were organized, they had patterns, they were running. They were making the defense ask questions.
Very physical. Got both coaches questioning the officiating as the guys hitting the deck left and right. So looks like it's good on-ball play, and not going to get every call. That has been a very physical start. Pretty much what you'd expect for a championship. Now, both teams want to jostle for position. They want to get every ball, see what they can get away with. Obviously, the way it's called in the first half will set the tone for the whole game. So the players might be testing the officials, perhaps. Oh, nice takeaway, Baruch.
Oh, Giannazzi, he's got the through ball over the top. Beautiful.
Cormac Foley.
Beautiful ball from Jamali Zernazzi.
And it was nicely knocked away by Grunassi, coming off, pushing it away. Could have been dangerous had he stayed back. Lifted ahead, danger. And a good box out on both sides. Baruch.
And this is where Baruch could use a switch.
Uro pressuring Sella. Baruch, Foley had no one to pass it to. Then it was deflected. Player goes down. Flipped like a pancake. And still down is Daniel Grishin, the freshman. Lifted on. Sella, nice pooch. Both teams have been relentless early. Sujiyama took it away, lifts it high, header. And there's a foul in a potentially shooting area.
You know, this is Mirhan Hamzic making the call. I understand why you're upset if you're Baruch. Look, this is a man's game out here. It's pretty subtle by Nick Bellotti. If we see a replay of the foul, let's have a look and see where the contact was.
Been an elbow to the back of the head.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not direct to the head. I think his step was probably pretty 50, bang, bang. I don't know if it was, I would consider that too early. At first look, my feeling was probably not a foul, but this has not yet been a physical game. So here is where the referee, Mirhan Hamzic, is drawing the line. The problem is it's just outside the line, 19 yards out, perhaps 20 yards out. So this sets up for a great restart. And Toma Gojcevic knows he's got plenty of shooters. What combination will he go to here? It might be too close to shoot. So this could take some creativity and some flair. And Lehman is more of a combination restart team than they are chip to service for head ball team.
Yeah, they currently have 4 players on ball. We'll see who takes the kick. They go quickly, and it's too high.
Yeah, look, that's just super ambitious there for Mohamed Jagne. They could have ran the combination off and then play it short and change the angle and make the wall move.
So we are 18 and a half minutes in here in the first half. Zeros for both sides. Good passing from Baruch. Foley with it. Pass was picked, comes right back. A redo perhaps. Foley gives it up. Extra pass, they're inside. Extra touch, deflected, out. Corner kick is the call. The second coming for Baruch.
Terrific build up there. Hats off to freshman Daniel Grishin. He's one of the 2 center attacking mids in a 4-3-3 with Zarnadze. Zarnadze probably could have shot from where he was. He chose to lay it off for Cormac Foley. Just couldn't deliver the ball to him quickly enough on the to his feet.
Lifts it in, and it evades the head of Ananoria, the 6'2" defenseman playing up was the target.
Yeah, look, Baruch, that's 2 corners. A restart from midfield that just caused a little havoc. They're settled into this game. Remember, we talked about it right at the very beginning. The recipe for success for Baruch to pull off this upset and win a championship, weather the early storms. I think the storms weren't anything. It was just a drizzle early. So they settled into this game mightily. They've attacked well as a group. They've stayed organized. And Lehman has to find a way to just kind of push the pace. They're used to getting 20 shots a game. Right now the shots are just 4-2 Lehman midway through the first half.
And they have a corner on the far side. Looks like Victoria will take it. Lifts it in. And Salah with a diving play. Very well done by the keeper.
Yeah, not much on it from Adouassi. Didn't test him, but Baruch had all their marks. Yeah, Lehman, you know, for all their talent, they're not a big aerial team.
(5-2) edge for Lehman in shots so far.
Nice step there by Bellotti.
CUNYAC All-Star for a reason out there. Played very well early. Just some backline passing for Baruch, trying to set something up down the field. And Sujiyama able to get it ahead. Jagne. It's controlled. And Selah was there.
Yeah, Tierno Au has got to receive that ball either with his outside of his right foot or just go to your left and trust it. And I thought he kind of overcomplicated it. That's something that's individual skill training. If he receives it with his left, he doesn't have to take another touch. He can shoot right away.
That'll be sent out by Adouassi. Seneca in the vicinity. It'll be a throw in. Baruch. Bianco Bam Barron. No subs either way through 21 minutes. Jaden Seneca couldn't get by Au. Lifted into the box. There's the touch, and it's in! Baruch! It is Miunez! 1-0 in favor of the Bearcats. No shutout for them today.
You could see that cross was going to be trouble once the decision was made by Demeraldo Grunassi that he was going to stay in. I think Grunassi, if we see a replay, could have gone out and caught the ball. He allowed his center back to handle it. The head ball, the clearance wasn't just far enough. So we'll see. Let's watch Grunassi. He stays back. He probably could have gone to get it. But the challenge there, and because of Cormac Foley going up for it, that just allowed the ball to fall harmlessly, and Luis Munoz has the goal.
That's just a great goal and a great touch. Oh, they want more. Baruch almost had two. Twice.
Yeah, Zarnadze with the strike, and this is dangerous right now for Lehman. They're allowing a supposed underdog to gain confidence as this match goes on.
Ebenezer 0-2 is entering for Lehman.
And Toma Gonjevic, as he talked about, our area of improvement is defensive organization because they're such an attacking mode team against better competition. That's where they can get a little exposed because they play fast and aggressively, attacking, and sometimes in the 0-0 type of game, that's where the little mistakes get magnified defensively, like a poor clearance, a foul in a bad spot, or maybe the keeper not calling off the defender to make sure to grab the ball the way that went down.
And Munez's goal is the first in the last three first halves of CUNYAC Soccer Championship games going back to the women's game 2019.
Tell you what Luis Munoz has tomorrow, Zach. He is running in the New York City Marathon. So you think your Sunday is busy. So just joking with Dima Kamenchik about his day. If they win this game, what the celebration will entail, but he's got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, however marathon runners do. He's been training for the marathon a long time. So it just so happens, of course, that Baruch is here in the final.
As it's lifted in, a nice play by Sella. Yes, that would be.
I can promise you this, that marathon trainers would probably tell you don't play a full soccer match the day before the marathon. I'm sure they would advise that. So hats off to Luis Munoz for making that decision. And Dima felt, you know what, no matter what happens, he's still going to run in it. And he's going to go all the way through. He's been training for months, especially during the pandemic. There's a great video. NBC News came out and did a story where he, in his backyard, basically was training for the marathon, doing laps. So he made the decision long before November 6th.
And hey, like Johnny Clooney said from John Jay, the head coach, they knew November 6th was that date. Well, there's two of those on the other side that are circled for Munoz, excuse me. Lehman trying to equalize. With it on the far side. Poked away by Lopez. Ball is through, poked away by Bam Barron.
Now this has worked out, even aside from the goal. This could not have lined itself up any better for Baruch. The tempo of the game, their organization, just the way the flow was going. They had the better of possession. And then to get a goal, And they've done well to not have too many deep in their own end turnovers. Any of those against Lehman with the speed, the quickness, the ability to score. For 3 goals a game, lethal. Miscommunication on that pass. Smart and Bam Barron not on the same page. Got a stoppage here. Official talking to the players. Bolatti and 0-2. Yeah, Ebenezer 0-2 coming in. He's from Ghana. forward substitution.
Long shot is wide.
Again, that's unnecessary. Look, you can't expect much to happen with that. You know, that's a 30-yard volley from Mohamed Jagde. Look, play the ball down, settle it, and Lehman is just not themselves right now. You know, their style is aggressive, but that's not the right kind of aggressive. Lay the ball down, make runs off ball. You know, they're playing. I think they're not playing their game.
Box out did not fully work. It'll have to just be sent out by Zarnadze. And a throw-in inside 18 minutes first half for Baruch. Excuse me, for Lehman. We got to get this out of trouble. Another throw-in, Lehman. Baruch, great effort. Now they have the ball. Seneca, they will have a throw-in and a sub. Grisham out. Alex Ferrara, freshman from Queens, is going to enter.
Yep, Beacon High School. Alex Ferrara is more of a holding mid, so he provides some defense. But I think a strong first half from Daniel Grisham attacking. So this is a chance here for Baruch coach Dima Kamenchik to put in another defender with Lehman trying to jumpstart themselves. Ferrara can be a ball winner in the middle of the field. And here's another foul by Lehman.
Yep.
You know, this comes in a bad spot. Okay, look, if you're Baruch, you could send some numbers off ball for a service. And this is the way you chip away and build up and generate a goal. They've already gotten one.
And Ferrara transfer from SUNY Cortland and Queensboro Community College. He was a 4-year high school player. He was a one-time PSAL champ. Free kick.
Key here is the second ball.
Lifted high. Knocked away. Cormac Foley. It's wide. Maybe a foul anyway.
There it was, though. It fell beautifully for Baruch's top striker. If not for a foul, we're oohing and ahhing about a potential second goal.
So go out of bounds right in front of us. Throwing for Adewasi.
Oh, great ball.
Shot wide off the foot of number 11. It was Victorio.
Fantastic ball from Mubarak Uro to spring him. That is Lehman soccer. Very fast-paced center mid attack. Play it out wide. Shot with pace. Pass with pace. Bam. Let's see if we see more of that at the end of the first half. And that is exactly Lehman there. We've seen it only in glimpses. That's what they're capable of for large stretches. And teams in CUNY try to slow them down. But on a fast turf here, great surface here at Brooklyn College. Not a grass field, so there's nothing to deter Lehman.
Absolutely. Endless aggression as that'll go out of play. One sub for each side so far. The regular season, you'll see substitution galore. Playoffs, maybe a couple here and there, even with the large rosters. If you're not in the first 11, there's a good chance you may not get in. Bellotti will tie his cleat before kicking. See if he goes single or double knot. Good with a single. Nice header by Jimmy Lopez, the CUNYAC All-Star. Foul Baruch. 13 and a half to go, first 45.
All right, Lehman's going to play it direct. Nope. As Baruch backed off. But Lehman is comfortable with this. Now they get their outside backs to make overlapping runs just like that, right, as they punched it forward for Kevin Umanzur. And the first time we've seen him get into the offensive third. Just the overlapping runs have just not been there.
So Lehman going to make another sub. Christian Rodriguez will get Jimmy Lopez. Rodriguez, a senior from the Bronx.
Number 8, Jimmy Lopez, for the Lehman College Lightning.
So Lopez done for the first half. Probably see him in the second. You can sub out in the first half, you cannot return. Second half, you can come out once and still check in again. These are the NCAA rules.
Oh, look at Vittorio explode and turn the corner.
And how about Ananorio, the quick slide tackle away. And we may get a card for this tackle.
Yep. Yeah, I just can't tell. Was it? It was Christian Rodriguez who just checked in, I think, that committed the foul.
He's currently chatting with Victorio. We'll see it again.
Number 24 of the Lehman College Lightning, Christian Rodriguez.
Yes.
Receives a yellow card, the 33rd.
He had already pretty much passed that ball away.
Yep, it was
Gotta
Rodriguez.
just let it go. It's also a break for Baruch. Lehman was threatening there. Seneca got his head on it. Foley applies the pressure. Lehman able to get out of there. Christian Rodriguez. Jagne.
Yeah, that's a no question about a takedown by Alex Ferrara. Lehman playing it quick.
Rodriguez trips. O2 trips.
Uh-oh. This has to be a yellow, I think.
Yeah, it's
indeed. Yep.
Two
and
quick
look,
ones.
And that's Alex Ferrara that just had taken the foul. Ferrara, his bio, he's a sturdy holding mid, tough tackler. This is in a great spot for Lehman here. Dangerous time right now for Baruch. Let's see if Lehman handles this better. Do they play a combination? The last one they didn't, and they really sailed the ball well over the bar. I think Eduardo Victorio took the last one, if I'm not mistaken, too. But let's see if they play a combination here. They got 3 on the ball. You like to make the wall, perhaps panic, commit in one direction. You can maybe open the wall up a little bit, then shoot through that window.
So here we go, free kick. There's the wall. Victorio, the wall works. And here's that second try we've talked about. Uro, Jagne. Deflected again, Baruch. Coming toward goal. There's a cross. It's down. Victorio, laser, deflected by Bellotti. Another try. They can't get it out. Deflected again. And Sela couldn't get it. Foul.
Yeah, that was a tackle. This one will be from an angle. But what a delivery by Mohamed Jagne early in that sequence. A saucer of a pass parallel to goal that caused the switch, eventually led to the kind of volley from Peter Adewasi. And then that shot was blocked by Ferrara.
Once again, leaving with multiple players on ball. Here's the kick. Lifted in. Temporary clear, Baruch. Lehman will throw in under 10 to go, first half. Good ball. Uro. A throw in.
Well, look at how much Lehman has elevated their urgency since the goal. You know, they were in attack mode before it, but now they're determined.
Julio Ramirez will now enter for Baruch. Ishim Alhazi Ramirez on the field. He will get Munoz, who scored the goal for the Bearcats.
The Bearcats entering the game for 29, Julio Ramirez replacing number 8, Luis Munoz.
Oh, nearly a bad giveaway.
And now Lehman has it. Jogne across. They couldn't clear. Lehman gets it in front of midfield.
Yeah, nice choice. Lehman keeping up with the momentum, the pressure. Oh, Victorio, fine spin.
Still with it. Leaving it. We have a long shot. Physical play.
And Ferrara just brushed off Rodriguez enough to prevent the shot.
That was a great through ball, but there was no one to get it to. Just trying to keep Lehman honest. Eight minutes to go, first half. Baruch still leading 1-0 off the Munoz goal. On a deflection, it came right to him, had a great touch right past the keeper. That's been it so far. And Lehman also entered this match with an 8-game winning streak. So what Baruch has done so far, you add that in, regular season champions, long winning streak, high-powered offense, a 1-0 lead. It's only been 38 minutes. The hardest part is still to come, but it's a very good start, Ralph, and it's exactly what they would have wanted. They could have drawn up this to this point perfectly.
Yeah, look, Lehman did what they wanted to do in the non-conference, which is test themselves against very good competition outside of New York. 3-0 loss at Kane, 6-0 loss at Western Connecticut State. Good programs. And I think had they had a chance to schedule more games, they probably could have added more, because they didn't get started until September 11th, so about 10 days after. Typically the season starts around the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, where Lehman, I think, is short 1 or 2 non-conference games. They were able to reschedule one against Pratt, but that was a 5-0 wipeout, so it's hard to take much from that. But for Toma Gojjevic, he just wants his team to be given the respect from the committee. They've in recent years, they've been matched up against the top 10 teams in the country in the first round. But you've got to earn that.
Ooh, what a nice play by Bellotti, keeping it away from 0-2. Bellotti has been everywhere. Rodriguez lifts it on. Uro. Extra pass. High ball in. And Salah will get it. Under 6 to play, first half.
Yeah, this is the Lehman team now that we're watching that's gone 10-3-1 to this point. And 6-1 in CUNY, and probably could be 7-0. I mean, they lost 2-1 to Brooklyn, where they pretty much dominated the game, but just didn't have the goals to show for it.
And they got that revenge in the playoffs.
Yep, in a big way. 5-1.
Both Lehman teams getting to the finals by way of knocking off a team they lost to in the regular season, men and women, respectively. That will be Baruch's. Nice deflection. Lehman can't get away. Now it's sent out. Uro. Not much there. Good D. Lifts it ahead.
Fantastic ball.
Sella, great play, getting there before Uro can think about a 15th goal.
Yeah, Mohamed Jagdeh, that's his strength, feeding those wingers, and Sella playing already in the middle of his box, being on high alert.
And there's a foul just outside the box. Lehman's going to go quick with it. Will be Victorio. Lifts it in, too high.
Victoria with the shot for the Lightning.
Two and a half to go, first half. Ralph Benarchik, Zach Weiss with you, live at Brooklyn College. John Jay women's team got it done first against Lehman. Lehman men hope to avenge that loss. They're down 1-0 to Baruch here. Despite an 11-4 edge in shots, it is in fact the 1-0 lead for Baruch. Well, most of those, 9 out of 11, have not been on goal. 0-2, lifts it in, controlled, great leave.
Oh, and a little bit of an advantage. I mean, Victorio is so fast and slippery. So as you play and try to stay attached to him, he kind of bumps off of you because he's so quick. And look at this location.
Inside 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lehman trying to tie it.
The first restart shanked well over the top. The second one, the wall did its job. Lehman tried to power it through. Let's see, can they be a little bit more creative with this? This is the kind of location where strikers dream about. And you see all the highlights on YouTube.
There's the shot, and it's high again. It was Uro.
Much better, though. Much better. You move the wall. You get it to the side. You look for a bending strike.
1 minute left, first half.
5 minutes to play in the first half.
See if Baruch can get a second before the break. Be all hands on deck for this next minute. So lifts it ahead. One thing if you're Baruch, just don't allow a Lehman shot. Make sure you get the only try. Up ahead. Ball through. Seneca was onside. Under 30. Goal kick. A lot of contact. They're going to push it quick. 15 seconds. It's short of midfield. 0-2. Taken by Baruch.
7, 6,
There's a foul that'll end the half. 1-0 in favor of Baruch.
1.
We will be back. Ralph Benarchik, Zach Weiss, Baruch 1, Lehman 0 as we go to the half.
Munoz with the 23rd minute of play. 1.
2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Healthfirst. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Healthfirst, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
I'm here with Coach Kamenchik. You got what you wanted. Got an early goal after all that pressure. It must make you feel good that the game plan's working thus far.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah. The plan is always to, try to score a goal as early as you can against a quality opponent like that. So, we came up with a little bit more of a high pressure high pressure, and get, try to win the balls in their defensive third, and fortunately worked out for us.
Far cry from the regular season contest between the two of you. What do you have to do in the second half to make this stick?
Well, you're going to have to handle their pressure now. Obviously, they're going to be pretty desperate, to try to equalize. They have very fast and powerful forwards. They have fast wingers. Overall, they play a very interesting style, so they can definitely, find a goal. So we're going to have to withstand the pressure that they're going to put on us.
Lastly, you got to stay away from those free kick opportunities for them that you're giving so many of. What do you have to do to adapt in the second half around their efforts to get those opportunities in front of your goal?
I'm not sure all of those were deserved, but nevertheless, obviously you have to be careful around the box. Set piece is a big part of this game, and anytime you're giving up these dangerous opportunities right there, at some point they're just gonna capitalize on that. So we're gonna have to be very careful as how we act around our 18.
Thank you, Dima. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Ralph.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Healthfirst. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Healthfirst, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer, for being a proud sponsor of CUNYAC Community College and Senior College Championship. Hometown Ticketing. Thank you to Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing provider of the CUNY Athletic Conference. And Bob McCloskey Insurance, a longtime supporter of the CUNY Athletic Conference, the official athletic insurance provider of the NJCAA.
Toma down 1-0 at halftime, not the result you expected at halftime. What do you have to do to get back in this game?
Well, I think we need to have more combination plays. We have to be a little bit more composed. We've had chances, but I think it's honestly, it's probably it's getting a little bit too much out there where we're trying to play too fast. I want them to be a little bit more settled. Like I said, play to feet and play in triangles, and that's what we need to do.
Okay. Anything specific that you're not doing as far as first 20 minutes, expectations of them pressing you up top, trying to create some chances? Did that goal come out of nowhere? Were you like just the nerves of the game, or what do you attribute the deficit to?
I think just a couple of the guys are honestly, I think they're trying a little too hard, and the goal they scored, De Moraldo, which is very, very safe, he hesitated a little bit, and those things happen.
He got caught fishing and he didn't get the fish.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No worries.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Oyce, joined by my partner, Ralph Bernardchik. A 1-0 Baruch lead at the half. You told me before the game there'd be one goal in the first half, and it would come from Baruch. I'd ask you where that came from. This has been a great defensive effort from both sides, and Baruch just got one through in the 19th minute.
Yeah, everything went to as I think the perfect recipe, the perfect concoction for Dima Kameshnik, the coach of Baruch, where they stayed organized. They were calculated in their chances. They attacked. They won some second balls. They didn't foul in at least too many bad spots. They did give up 3 set pieces, but nevertheless, they did their job with it. It wasn't at too high of a rate. Shots at 12 for Lehman. The goal definitely woke up Lehman. And as we just heard from Toma Gojjevic, interviewed by Zach Ivkovic, wants more combination play, his team to be more composed, more settled. Perhaps they panicked a little bit, perhaps after the goal, and maybe they were just trying a little too hard. Look, if Lehman plays the way they did the final 25 minutes after the goal, I think they're going to find one. They're just relentless. They have so much offensive talent. Can Baruch withstand that and not commit the mistake? And maybe Kellen Sella, does he have a big save in him to keep this game at 1-0. But I expect Lehman to be relentless here.
Both teams going just 2 subs in the first half. The women's game earlier, each team only made 1. And it's been a couple games since he scored. I know Baruch would love to try and get something for Cormac Foley. Potential insurance score at some point in this half. 3 champions last 3 years. John Jay 2019, Baruch 2018, Lehman 2017. Good passing here. That's well done. They get the deflection, they get the corner.
And then from a Baruch standpoint, you know you're going to have to withstand fires and put them out. You knew that coming in, that over the course of 90 minutes, Lehman is going to have their chances. You want to limit them. You don't want to give anything up. Keep your marks and still go out and attack.
Short ball, getting it back, sending it high. Rodriguez remains in the game. It was in the box. It was poked away. Christian Rodriguez was a sub in the first half, and he stays in to start the second. Picked up a yellow card almost immediately after replacing Jimmy Lopez. Good job by Sella to get it out of there. That'll be a throw-in. Goes out of bounds off Ananoria.
Yeah, I think Lehman's picked up where they left off in the first half.
Eduardo Victorio. Great throw. Headed up by Baruch. They just inadvertently created another chance for their opponents here. Lifted high. Headed up. Sellis got it. Well done by number 99 in goal.
Yeah, big exhale for Baruch. They may have to exhale another 10, 12, 15 times in this second half. But Lehman is forced to the perimeter, playing head balls and also playing kind of in an offensive third. Lehman has not been able to counter barely. Maybe once in the first half. You can call it a true counter. That's where also Lehman can be deadly.
And they're lucky it's not 2-0, because after that first goal, remember, Baruch came right back.
Yep, and hit a crossbar from Gernazzi.
Coming out, making a tough play, Gernazzi there. It's from Florence, Italy, but went to high school at Manhattan Comp in New York. With it, Uro. Victorio back to Uro. Uro passed it inside. Deflected and poked out. It's like it was Bianco Bambarin that made the play. He's been great today. It's a player down for Lehman. It is Jamari Kelly. They're still going though. Baruch's got to get the stop. Stop it on a dime. Uro still with it. No one to pass it to. Kelly's still down meanwhile. So you got to let this go out of play. They'll stop the clock. Hopefully Jamari is okay. It's from the Bronx.
Yeah, so immediate medical attention to Kelly. I think Cormac Foley got him kind of as he was running through, kind of swept his arm and may have gotten him with an elbow.
And if he's bleeding at all, if that is the case, he would have to exit the game.
No, I think this is more, they've got to check for a concussion.
Yep.
Because it was a hit to the head. It was just Cormac Foley just swimming by, trying to mark back and defend. And as he ran through, he used the arm to kind of push through and ended up nailing him right in the face or kind of the nose. And for Lehman, it's good news that Jamari Kelly is okay walking off the field. And again, they have to check as we get a good look at that. I was looking the other way, but anything to the head They have to give the athlete a chance to get composed. Right now he's standing up, and I think he wants to re-enter in, but the trainer has to approve that.
And for the moment, there is no sub, unless it delays that they're having somebody warm up to come in. So perhaps they'll just play a man down for a short while. Z Kelly now on your screen. The ball is back in. 4 minutes gone by, second half. Baruch clinging to 1-0 lead, and there he is. Kelly's okay, glad he can continue. CUNYAC sportsmanship team representing the Lightning.
Oh, nice read.
Lehman coming through. Ball's out. There's that speed.
Yeah, and that's Adewasi. That's the left back. Look how far he gets. Both he was able to range in and make the nice run from about 20 yards and leave it for his midfielder to try to get wide.
It might have been too fast for his own good there.
And now I guess another injury, as Elijah Smar is the one walking off the field here for Baruch.
So they're going to actually have to sub him out. And in comes number 10. That's Daniel Grisham. He started the game. He's a freshman from Brooklyn. He's at home with this contest today. This is Burrow.
Grisham replaces number 5, Elijah Smar.
Seneca lifts it ahead. Headed away. Ayumanzor. Seneca gets the header. So does Bam Barron. Oh, look at that touch. Victorio gets the foul call too.
He's so slippery. Victorio is such a problem. And just in that period, he tucked further back to the inside of the field. So I wonder if we'll see that subtle change from him as he adjusts and kind of recognizes what this game needs. He's the right mid, typically on paper, but you saw how far in he was when he received the ball and where he attacked from.
As Christian Rodriguez will take this one. There it is. Headed up.
Yeah, just not enough numbers pursuing the second ball for Lehman.
It was Bellotti again. He has been great today. No handball was called. They're in the box. And just as quickly out. Cormac Foley. Well played there. Get it to Ahmed Shakur. Some good passing for Baruch. Zarnadze. Sella played it. Coaching staff may have wanted to let him go out for a goal kick.
Good switch from Grisham. That's a good choice.
Good ball. It's controlled by Seneca. And the throw-in is to the Lightning. Baruch took it away. Cross. Right into the lap of Granassi. Big play.
The cross is played by number 1, Baruch Granassi.
Lehman finally able to cross midfield with it. Didn't keep it for very long. I think Munoz might be hurt right in front of us here. They'll just kick it out of play. Another injury stoppage.
Yeah, that's in the area of a cramp for Luis Munoz. Well, if you're going to run a marathon tomorrow, you better not be cramping today, right?
That's right. This is just the beginning. However many miles he runs on the field today pales in comparison. You can't drop out of it on the last day before.
No, you can't. It's too much of a process to get registered for it. You invest 6 months of your life into the training. You've got to do it. He really needs, he needed to start hydrating for it yesterday.
Yes. So he will continue here, which is a good sign. Lehman ball. Ooh.
A nice step forward. It's going to create transition here for Baruch, but it was a really hard challenge with the Baruch player still shaken up.
That does not look good. I don't think it was Ferrara. So they'll play the advantage. Now they'll stop. He smacked the turf with his fist about 4 times after going down. This could be serious.
It was a hard challenge, ball to ball. I think he's going to be okay. Look, that was a hard challenge from both players, but he shut down the run coming from Adewasi, the left back, before Adewasi crossed midfield. And then he had some options in front of him. But Alex Ferrara, this is what he's known for, being a tough, a hard-nosed player. So we get a second look at it. Look at the momentum Adewasi had going. That's both players, you know what, challenging on the ball. There's very little contact there from Adewasi, so it's a good no call.
It's good sportsmanship. Jagne going over to make sure he's okay, offering him the fist bump. Words of comfort. He will continue. That's good to see. Reset to Sella. 3 saves, still holding the shutout. Through 55 minutes, but still 35 grueling ones left. Victorio tracks it, centers it. Shot, go! Oh, he had me fooled. That was close.
That was lined up beautifully, and again, it's Eduardo Victorio's surge out wide. That's on a platter for Rodriguez. Brilliant strike.
Looks like a goal to me.
We had a great look at it. You're going to see this lined up so well.
Oh,
great strike. Anything an inch to the right, and it probably rattles in.
That's tough.
And a nice job by Mubarak Uro just to get out of the way, lay it off, and allow Rodriguez to get onto it.
He was on the receiving end before, now Ferreira on the giving end of the whistle.
Well, Lehman is flying around now. So what you're watching is the regular season champion, and all their athletic gifts show themselves. And now the late challenge again. The game has gotten a lot more physical in the second half. That's Bianco Bambaran upset. So we'll get the stoppage. It'll be another restart.
Ow, is the player on the ground.
And these players got to be separated. You don't want to do anything you're going to regret. No one wants to be sitting on a yellow. Kellen Sella is upset that someone came at him.
So let's see it again. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, I mean, the ball is already released. Yeah, someone got a yellow, and it should be Bianco Bambarin for his reaction after the foul. So Bambarin with the first yellow for the Bearcats. This is a strike from about 28.
First since Ferreira. That's the third yellow already in pretty short order in the last, with 19, 20 minutes of play.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was Ferreira, the other one.
But nevertheless, key free kick, Adewasi.
So Adewasi's a left-footed player. He can try to bend this around. I think he should be striking to goal rather than service. No, he played it short.
Shot deflected and sent away.
Okay, not bad. He slid it past the wall, and then you ask him to turn and shoot and try to play it to the far post.
Baruch applying the pressure. And it was deflected. It's going to be Baruch ball. That was a great defensive recovery. Lehman has 13 shots and still down 1-0. Down in the box. Baruch recovery. Can they hold on to the ball? Munoz kicks it high. Here comes Jimmy Lopez and the sounds of the horn.
Munoz with the shot for the Bearcats.
So they'll likely take Paul Rodriguez and bring back Jimmy Lopez. Right now, Lehman's greatest success is finding Eduardo Victoria wide right. Allow him to get crosses in. He's drawing fouls, such a handful. It's actually going to be the sub for Ryugi Sugiyama.
Ryugi will get a nice breather, probably come back in 10, 15 minutes, close it out. Uro gets it back to a teammate here. Running in, hot. Interesting idea from Umanzo.
Yeah, I mean, he made a long run, went for the volley. Lehman's style is to go attack and not worry about it. Yeah, he could have brought it down, but I think that was the right choice. The other guy for Lehman that we haven't heard enough from in terms of dribbling is Mubarak Uro. He's just not been in any open space. He's checked back a bunch, but nowhere near the volume of what Lehman would like.
Look at that deflection by Victorio, who then takes out Ananoria. Now he's clutching at his glutes.
That's a very hard foul. That's a very hard foul. That was dangerous. I would not be. It's going to be a yellow. I wonder if this could be a red. And first of all, the Lehman players who witnessed the contact here erupted. You're gonna watch 12 in Navy.
Oh,
and that's what concerns me. It's a head, it's a forehead, or rather, it looks like it's his chest that they're looking at. And we heard the thud. And that's John Ananoria, the center back.
Dima, come on, not this time. Dima.
Looking for the referee where he is. Right now he is talking down the sideline. We're a little screen to Coach Toma Gojjevic because they're very upset. I mean, you saw that's an NFL style. There he is. That was an NFL style contact. Basically a blindsided hit, and I'm waiting to see if Mirhan Hamzic, is he going to issue a potential red card. So let's watch him. Here to Ananoria. The question is which card?
It's a yellow.
And you know what? That's fortunate for Baruch. I think it's fortunate for Baruch because he led with the forearm, right? If we get one more replay of it, he led with the forearm. it's dangerous, and it's also kind of to the upper body area.
Yeah, here we go.
Watch the forearm coming of Ananoria. And this is a vicious collision as it is.
Yeah, that's like a helmet-to-helmet equivalent right there.
And okay, you know what? I'll say this, that his right forearm was not as extended as I perhaps thought. It came up later, but it's not the full extension. So I think the yellow is the right call. If the arm was higher, like an arm bar, and he led the way right into the player, then I think we're thinking about a red card. I think in this case, it is fair.
That's our fourth now card of the day. There's been a lot.
So he's a restart for Lehman with Jagne. And Baruch has got to settle in, especially Lehman too. They're hot under the collar after that kind of collision.
They do have a free kick here.
They're moving up. They're moving up. You see that? Yeah.
Here comes the free kick.
Nice ball.
Baruch heads it. Can they clear it? Another player down.
Well, both teams have to maintain their composure right now. The game has gotten a lot more physical in the second half. It's going to stay that way. You don't want to be the player that picks up, that crosses the line and completely changes the game and ends up with a red.
It's lifted ahead. Baruch deflected it once. So Vittorio is in. 0-2 will be able to enter after he did in fact check in. He gets Tiero.
Ebenezer Mucho, number 9, has re-entered the game. Replacing number 15, Piero Hall.
So 0-2 will go wide left, it seems.
Well, they're not supposed to be able to sub on a foul. So redo. Look at that speed, though. They want to get this game going. Not enough stoppages for their liking. Just imagine now if Au scores the tying goal after he was allowed back in the game. Offside, perhaps. Maybe swinging too high. Free kick, Baruch. Won the tennis championship last Thursday. Volleyball came up just short. Baruch hoping to get a second one in 3 sports here.
This is a very inexperienced Baruch team, though, that hasn't been in these games. Lehman has players that were on the roster in 2019.
Takes a Lehman bounce. Munoz got it ahead. Contact inside the 18, no call.
I think it's fair that whichever team keeps its composure here is going to come out on top.
So Nadze with a cross, gets it back. Lehman clears it away.
And by composure, that's not just avoiding fouling, but whichever team doesn't panic, keeps the ball on the ground, keeps everybody connected. The game might feel like everything is racing 100 miles an hour, but still play your style.
Is Au surrounded by blue. Is that out of bounds there? We have a foul.
Yeah, he fouled him. He was all over the right back in Bambaran.
Want to hear a stat here, Ralph? That was our 27th foul today.
Mm-hmm.
17 on Baruch, 10 on Lehman. Munoz has the game's only goal. Lifts it toward frame. And Granassi is there.
Munoz sends it on goal. Granassi with the stop.
Rodriguez took it away. Gets it through. Baruch wanted the handball call. It isn't there. Lifted in. Good header by Van Baron. Not that could have been a close touch. There's a shot deflected by Ferreira. So on the corner, might we finally get the sub here? 0-2 finally gets to enter. He'll tell Al to go out on the far side. He's still on the field. He has to get off the field. There it is. He's off. Here comes the corner. Under 27 minutes to go. 63rd minute, lifted in. Baruch knocked it up.
Yeah, Jagdays, he's got to lift that ball. Sella is not a big goalie. Kellen goes 6-1. Make the center backs handle it. Just need more air under it for Muhammad.
It's in again. Knocked away by Sella. And poked out of there by Zarnadze.
Yeah, that one had more pace to it, but still, I think, not high enough to my liking.
Foley's going to let it roll. It takes his bounce. Watch out behind. He's got 2 white jerseys. Oh! We have a card here. Foley is tripped up. This will be our 5th yellow. Does look like it. It's our 5th yellow card.
Yeah, as we get a good look at it, this is just a defender lining up, and Cormac had already released the ball there, and then you see the left leg extension from the Lehman defender and Jude Apang Asare. It's the right call. It's the yellow. It's impeding the progress of a player that's trying to get onto a ball in space, and it's dangerous. In this case, Jude Apang Asare is the one hurt with the Charlie horse, but it's extremely dangerous there for the offensive players. They're cutting across, and then you get swiped out from the side.
Ferreira's on the free kick. Good curve to it. Header.
Yeah, that's side netting.
Ferreira thought that was in. Yeah, did hit the side netting. It's always fools you at first glance if you look too quickly. Here come the Lightning. Through ball. Oh, what a nice poke away. It was Ahmed Shakur. Lifted in high. Baruch knocked it away. Rebound. Sella diving save. Sella dives on the ball. Kellen Sella making plays.
Yeah, nice volley from Ebenezer. 0-2. He brought this down nicely and then just attacked it. Watch how the ball will kind of drop for number 9 in white, and he doesn't waste any time with the touch. Bam, just like that. With power, he kept it low. Sella sees there's bodies in front. Most important thing is that you get it back towards the goalie before he can set himself on his feet, see it, locate, and square his shoulders. That almost beat Sella.
Not only did he make the save, he was able to get the rebound as well. Very impressive to get right back up on his feet so quickly. Whistle against Baruch.
Oh, you could feel the build-up here from Lehman. It's now 18-6 in shots, and the tempo of this game much faster than the first half.
Lehman, there's the cross. It's up, rebound, it's a fake. Shot deflected again. Ferreira's deflected multiple shots there.
Tremendous layoff. Mubarak Oro, he could have tried to shoot it through traffic. Instead, he laid it off to his left, beautifully, unselfish for Peter Adewasi. Shot was blocked, but great choice.
Corners in, poked out by Sella. Another great play from the keeper. Jaden Seneca. It's poked away, Baruch. Through ball. Foley. Cross. Deflected. In the corner. Cormac Foley with his best touch yet. Julio Ramirez.
Well, the corners, rather the counters are going to be there, Zach, the rest of the way here for Baruch. They've played a ton of defense. Foley, I think by trade, is more of a wide player. So if he's the lone guy up top, he's pretty good at attacking from the sideline. He's not a check back guy. He plays center forward, though, for this Baruch team. That's where they need him the most.
So Munoz is out. Scored the game's only goal so far. Corner is up. Headed too high by Jaden Seneca.
That just keeps Lehman honest, though. Shows that Baruch can still go out and attack, play the ball upfield. But this is all relentlessness now from Lehman. They typically keep a back four. Talking to Toma Gojjevic about kind of formationally, they've been a 4-5-1 basically all the years he's been a head coach. Does he go to a 3-5-2? Perhaps just to stretch it. I don't think that's going to be necessary.
Let's look at the speed here. Uro drops it off. 0-2. Deflected shot from Adewasi.
Yeah, just their build-up, just explosiveness. And you know, I would say the other thing is that Lehman has been a little bit more disciplined in terms of shot selection. They took some that just for the sake of shooting in the first half. And here they've been unselfish. They've been looking for one another and have looked for the next pass as opposed to just shooting through traffic.
Running over for the throw and will be Eduardo Victorio. Still 1-0 Baruch. And for their first title since 2018. If they win this, they'll have 7, the most in men's history in the CUNYAC. Headed out by the Bearcats. Their D has been tremendous, making so many timely plays, deflections, and clearances. Another throw. Nice job by Bam Barron to lift it ahead. Seneca on the far side.
Yeah, that's where I think if you're Jaden Seneca, you get to the point of no return. Once you cross midfield, I think you're better off chipping over the top for Cormac Foley. You just don't have the support to carry it by yourself and hold it that long.
Cross. Rodriguez, well wide, undeflected.
Another juicy ball from Baruch Oro to go to the top. I thought Oro might try to attack the end line and then search for a cross, create a corner, but he was looked up top, and boy, great. He's shown me great vision tonight and great unselfishness for a striker that's had a big year finishing off goals. Oro has 14 goals, 4 assists, 6 game winners.
Victorio's been great all night. Got it to Uro. Against Ahmed Shakur. He's down. So Ahmed Shakur is down. Still have not seen Opong Asare re-enter yet. Or excuse me, we have not seen Smar re-enter yet when he had to exit early half. Maybe just stretching, may have been maybe perhaps a quick cramp. He looks to be okay, good to see. Play resumes. Throw in, Lehman. There it is. Poked away. And it's sent away. And a corner kick for Lehman. Victorio on it.
He's got an outlet short. Now they'll back off.
His 5 assists on the year. Poked up by Baruch. Foley runs out of space. Under 19 to go. There's the throw. Gets it back, good deflection. Linacre, he's okay, he's making defensive plays again. It's gonna go Baruch's way.
Yeah, Baruch just needs a clearance. Get the ball on the other end again.
There's a foul, that'll help.
Well, center referee Mirhan Hamzic has done a good job of continuing to manage this game.
Lifted ahead, Foley is there. Poked away. By Adewasi. Ramirez lost the ball. It's our 6th yellow right here. Look at that. Ramirez. Watch as that'll go against Linacre. See that again. There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can't push.
Yeah, the ball was already past him. No need for it. And it did impede the path of a runner onto the ball.
Umanzor will play it through. Actually, he'll fake. Now he'll play it. Under 17 to go.
74th minute of play.
Kelly gets the touch. Umanzor lifts it high. Sella, very happy to be 6'1" and not 5'10", or that might have been a goal.
Sella's experience just managing everything, the commotion that comes in front of him. Well, Baruch is really going to miss him. He is listed as a junior, but can graduate and come back and use that final year. And here's something promising with Zarnardzi.
Passing it through, was poked away. Zarnardzi, a transfer from Iowa Central Community College, where he played 2 years. Did not play in the semifinal match. Boy, are they happy to have him back today. Ramirez, oh, who's the call against here?
Yeah, this should be against Baruch.
Yes.
And it is against Julio Ramirez. And that
no.
is Jamari Kelly getting the contact. Remember, he had to briefly leave the match with the contact to the head. And actually, no, they're going to call it the other way. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they switched the call. Ref said, my mistake, pointed the wrong way. So a free kick for Baruch, up 1-0.
I thought Ramirez was the second man in.
There's the kick, lifted. Oh, what a save by Granassi.
Terrific strike from Zernadzi. We got a great look at it here from being on the field. The dipping action of that ball over the wall, that's beautiful. That's what you train and practice for, where you line up the dummies across, and for these special chances. So let's look at this. And you have the goalie leaning. Boy, that is threatening.
Both teams bringing in guys we haven't seen.
Is number 11, Uthman.
So Uthman Abu Wafa likes to go by UA. People call him UA. He checks in, and Mamadou Traore on the other side enters. See if UA can bring something to the offense for his side.
Yeah, he's a freshman from Morocco.
Down in front.
Yeah, he's a smooth player. There he is, 11, and he could help them perhaps in ball possession and just moving the ball forward here, and it's also just some fresh legs.
14.5 left. Baruch clinging to their 1-0 lead. Jaden Seneca there for the throw. All county and track during the high school days. We've seen the speed. Falls, gets up, cross deflected. Goal kick. Ready to delay a game stoppage.
And that's Bianco Bambaran that's received a stern talking to. He is already on a yellow for Baruch.
Neither team can afford any more cards because at this point, honestly, any yellow could become a red depending on who the offender is. We've seen plenty for both, 6 of them. A lot more yellow than you're used to seeing in a soccer game besides the lines on the field. That's going to take a Baruch bounce. Zarnadze.
Yeah, there's just not enough support joining him. It's just him and Foley, really.
Oh, that's a good ball. Uro has the speed to track it. Leaves it for his man. Now that is some clearance by Baruch. Said that so many times, but it's right back in play. Lifted in. It drops. Sella comes off. Sella makes the play. He has been so sound in cage today. The biggest reason of all why the team's still holding this 1-0 lead. He's made some point-blank saves, some long shot saves, and just has fallen on the ball at the right time.
He's been credited with 5 saves. I'm sure that this game is personal to him too, because in the regular season game, October 10th, he gave up a ball, gave up an early goal, just a goalkeeper misplay.
Zarnadze, surrounded by white jerseys, pokes it ahead to nobody in particular. Foley took a tumble twice a moment ago, with no whistle. So updated statistics, 30 fouls, 6 yellows today. Very physical. Good poke away. Bambaran was sound again. Lifted through. Baruch is making timely pokeaways. There's our 31st foul.
And Jaden Seneca is getting a little bit of a stern talking to as he kind of sideswiped the Lehman player. Lehman played it quick, but they weren't ready for it. They gave it away.
Both teams are making subs in a moment. In the meanwhile, can they make it 2-zip? That was an interesting decision. You could clear the ball out. It's just cleared out for a corner. This is corner numbers 5 for Baruch. Both teams making a sub. Sugiyama and Munoz for their respective teams. Julio Ramirez is out. On the other side, Rodriguez exits.
Yeah, Christian Rodriguez was very good tonight for Lehman. He has their best scoring chance. He hit the post. Well, this Lehman team, they have depth off the bench.
There is the corner header. Oh my goodness, what a save. Full extension, Demiraldo Granassi.
Yeah, Bellotti had the head ball. The head ball just didn't have enough pace on it to really test the keeper.
So we see it again.
Yeah,
yep.
Bellotti gets underneath it. And yeah, he kind of pops it up, but no problem there for an experienced keeper, and Granassi saw it. Not enough traffic in front of him to maybe cause him to hesitate and not get a read.
10.5 minutes on the clock. Baruch still up 1-0. Yeah, he's got to box out if you're Munoz. Easy job.
Yeah, Victorio was expecting the ball in front of him. They tried to feed him for the backdoor run.
And just an update, folks, on who has yellows for Baruch. Van Baeren, Ananoria, Omechiker, and Ferreira. All four still in the game on the other side. Rapong, Asare, and Rodriguez, who has now exited the pitch. Takes a Lehman bounce. They got 10 minutes to equalize and save their season. It was a handball. Kelly sends it across. Sugiyama just came back and he gets a touch in there. They're past midfield. Lifted ahead. Ananoria made a great play.
Lehman has to stick with composure, work triangles, play combinations. Don't just shoot for the sake of shooting. There still is enough time. They're so explosive.
And who's that off of? There's no whistle. Corner kick. They're under 9 minutes. Lehman still being blanked. Eduardo Victorio gets the ball in. It's low. There's the strike. And the reverberation returned by Baruch. Uro, physical battle with Van Baeren.
And Lehman hasn't particularly been great on restarts today. Any dead ball. Corner kick.
There's a ball lifted. Was that going over the top?
Or any of their restarts. They had 3 quality ones. They didn't really test Kalinsella. Those are the things that add up to this 1-0 lead, 1-0 deficit against them.
It feels like Frank Shkreli's going to come in for Baruch. The next opportunity will be his first appearance. Lifted ahead. They want Foley. And it was poked away beautifully by Kelly. Jamari Kelly kept it off the foot of Cormac. Oh, that's a great ball. There's another player down.
Yeah, the foul is just because the defender stepped up for Baruch and Ahmed Shaker, and he was run into by the Lehman player, Mohamed Jagne. Just his momentum carried him in. Just inadvertent contact.
See if this will be Baruch's last sub, seeing as how you don't want to stop the clock with any. We'll see if it's made by the time the clock's still over 5. Some subs are about to wait 3-4 minutes today. Oh, what a long ball. May have hit the hand of Foley. Shkreli was supposed to sub in, but she could not because it did not go out of play. Goal kick, that'll get the sub. Shkreli will get Zarnzade. Zarnzade, 2 shots, 1 on goal, has played a great game.
Shkreli, the added benefit here for Baruch when he comes in is that he is a little bit of a long thrower, the best one that Baruch has. So if they're in their defensive third, he can add an extra maybe 10 yards on throws and get Baruch out of trouble.
If you're trying to take a couple seconds extra off the clock on the throw-in as well, in the waiting moments could also come in handy. Lifted ahead, nice poke out Baruch. Lehman keeps it moving forward. Lopez, Jimmy Lopez, sending it into the box. It missed its target. Baruch's just gonna send it ahead for Foley. If he can clear one guy, he has room. Oh, whoa, oh. Cormac is down.
Yeah, advantage given, incidental contact.
They're still playing. Foley on the turf. 5.5 left. We'll finally stop the clock at 5:21. Cormac Foley is down. He's been down for about 40 seconds here.
Oh, he immediately asked for a sub. So if he exits, look, he's the target guy you can release the ball out to. He can check back for it and put pressure on Lehman attacking the other way.
Like Zaid Nawabi will be the one to come in. See that? Ooh, that.
You know what? It was actually, I think, when he came down on his right leg, is what he was favoring. It actually looks like he needs both of them stretched out. The way he first kind of the jump and then the landing. Foley continues to be checked out.
You're hoping it's nothing too serious there.
Yeah, but, I mean that the stretch indicates, of course, groin or potentially cramping. He's run, of course, a ton, playing up top. He's been the lone striker for basically the entire second half, with Baruch playing in a shell defensively and trying to hold on for dear life. So now he's going to get some assistance.
Limp off. So Zaid Nawabi, the Syosset freshman from Long Island. And should Baruch hold on, we'll see what this would mean for them next week if they didn't have Foley. Of course, way too much time left in this one to even consider looking past this match. Baruch sending it deep. Excuse me, Lehman sending it deep.
Oh, and the foul here. And look at this spot. Well, Lehman has had their chances. They've tried different combinations. They had one straight up top on the other side in the first half. They got a pretty good look with a bending ball off the right foot of Mubarak Oro.
Four guys on ball once again. No one in the box, really. You can see Lopez making a run here. 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, the last one they played quickly to the side. Perhaps they can spread it with the quick touch over to Jagne.
Here it is. Shot! We're tied! They've done it. They've equalized. 4:17 to go. And on the goal for Lehman was Victorio.
Brilliant combination. Victorio put it low through the wall. The wall was moving. And you put a defense in a guessing mode when you play that combination. And Victorio is the Lightning player most deserving of the goal because he has been spectacular. He's been electric. He took that shot in the chest. He's been fun to watch.
Eduardo Victorio, he gets the goal. Assist to Uro. It's 1-1 with 4 minutes. It's going to be a sprint to try and avoid overtime for both clubs.
Just awesome, awesome strike. And because of that traffic in front, Kellen Sella has a delayed reaction to it. But honestly, I'm not sure if there's no wall, if Sella makes the save. It was that good of a shot.
Very well done. So now we'll see. And Foley's out, so you lose the best option if you're Baruch. See if someone can get another one now. Lightning has struck once. Can it strike twice? That'll go out of play. Throw in Baruch. Umanzor's back. Replaces Traore, gave them 10 minutes.
So Umanzor back in. I think Lehman they had taken him off and gone to a back three just a couple of minutes earlier as they were pressing for the equalizer. So now they shift back to their regular flat four.
Lifted ahead. Seneca's there. Jaden Seneca. Oh, that was so close.
Wow, what a rocket and the save.
Oh, that's off the side of the goal on the second shot with Munoz. We're going to have to see that again. Whoa. Man.
Jaden Seneca's strike to the near post was where he was shooting, and that is in a great location where he had Brunassi leaning. Whoa.
Wow. Still time for both sides. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Count to 140. Amount of characters in an old tweet before they updated. That's how long we got. Headed up. Two minutes left. Here's a sub. Shkreli's out. Zarnadze only sat 4 minutes. He's in.
Replace number 22, Frank Shkreli.
Lifted ahead. Ends up with Uro. Only for a second. UA was there. Under 90 seconds remain. We're all tied at 1. Eduardo Victoria, through ball. Sella, that's incredible. Minute 15 now. He lifts one high and deep. Lehman's done a great job of winning the headers. Minute left, Victorio.
Yeah, he held it a little too long. He had his outlet available wide in Uro.
Uro lifts it across. Knocked out Baruch, 55 seconds. Bicycle to keep it going forwards. Good job, Lehman. 45 left. Tied in the championship. Takes a lightning bounce. Sugiyama giving it up. Umanzor, that was deflected. 33 seconds on the clock. Heads it forward. Baruch sends it the other way. Under 30. Bellotti couldn't get it out. And offside goes up. One last gas for Baruch, perhaps. They're only going to have about 10 seconds when it's played. Here we go. This is it. Ferreira Gets it deep down the field.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
And
3, 2, 1.
we will have 10 more minutes at least of soccer golden goal format. You get 10 minutes. If you score, it's over. If you don't, 2-minute break between. Another 10 minutes. You don't score, you get PKs. You get PKs between Hunter and John Jay in 2019. And so we will be back. Overtime coming up in a couple of minutes.
The 2021-22 CUNYAC Championships are brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the CUNY Athletic Conference. The Hospital for Special Surgery, U.S.'s #1 hospital for orthopedics, proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. USS, the University Student Senate, a proud sponsor of the CUNY Athletic Conference. Thank you for providing our students with the platform to help shape the City University of New York. Healthfirst. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor, Healthfirst, New York's largest not-for-profit insurer.
Rely on Calancella to continue to communicate, and for Lehman, continue to play the ball out wide and remain aggressive. I think they've been much better in the second half than they were in the first. The overlapping runs, we didn't see them as much in the overtime. They just didn't have enough possession to get the outside backs involved. That's what I would say, because they had Baruch under siege in the second half with a ton of crosses. That wasn't the case in the overtime.
Yes, this game has 35 shots. It also has 35 fouls. It's been very physical. So 10 minutes left. No one scored. It's PKs. Or someone will be heralded as a hero, the respective school. Two teams switch sides for OT2. That was out of play. Sujiyama gives it up. Sierra Ow. Jagney. Got it through. Umanzor, he's got a strong boot. In the corner. Uro. Umanzor, double deflection. Got it back. Lifts it into the box. Headed up. Uro comes the other way. Mubarak Uro with a dribbling. Deflection. Still in the box, poked away. Counter for Baruch. Great play.
That was really good defending by John Ananoria to square up and line up against Uro, not to foul. You're on the back pedal in the box. The Conference Player of the Year coming at you in overtime. Well done by John Ananoria.
Eight and a half left. We're going to get a sub for Lehman. It'll be Rodriguez the next opportunity. Sounds like you might go in for Sujiyama when the time comes. So with a bullet of a kick. Headed forward by Seneca. And the shot was deflected from Zarnadze. Under 8 minutes. Baruch ball. Lifted inside. Zarnadze, long shot saved by Granassi, his third.
Yeah, great connecting pass. I think that was Alex Ferreira that played in Zarnadze.
Now Granassi sends a long kick. Controlled by Uro. Jogny stops on a dime, gives it back. Jimmy Lopez, CUNYAC All-Star this year. Crossed, headed up, and an easy play for the keeper, Sella. Under 7 minutes, as 0-2 is off his feet. Kick was won by Lopez. Munoz to Seneca on the right side. With it in the deep corner, Jaden Seneca. Cross was easily stopped by Sugiyama. Here's Al the other way, lost it out of bounds. Sub. Sugiyama's out. Rodriguez is in. Certainly not a time-saving sub since he didn't go on the perimeter out of bounds.
No, this is just to keep your midfielders fresh, bring someone in, lift the level of play, and Lehman doesn't lose anything. Christian Rodriguez is a guy that would start on most CUNY teams.
Just keep in mind, should there be contact, he does have a yellow. Wouldn't change much this late, but it would, I believe, exclude him from PKs should we get there.
Yeah, the two teams have cleaned up the fouls that we experienced in the, I think, the chippy aspect of the game that we had in the second half.
Taken away, Jogny wanted the long shot. Foley with a nice touch, over to Zarnadze. Gets it to Seneca on the far side. Deflected, and easily playable for Granassi. See, at least for the next 3.5 minutes, both teams will play for the win. We'll see at that point if they may just think maybe it's fate that we just stay tied until penalties. Took a surprisingly friendly Baruch bounce. Zarnadze, Foley making a run. Cormac, it's saved. Corner coming. Cormac Foley had a chance.
Yeah, great delivery into Cormac. That's number one as he ran away. But then credit also for Demeraldo Grunassi for coming out to challenge, to change the angle, force him to shoot at the cross goal. Foley had really one choice, just to try to power it through him into the near post upper 90.
There's a Lehman player down in the 18. It might be Adewasi. Let's see this again. Took it away.
Yeah, great delivery into his feet. Then watch how he turns. He realizes all I can do is really near post. It's just too sharp to take it all the way across. And Granassi not taking any chances. He goes beyond even the near post to make sure he's in position to stop it or catch it.
4.5 on the button. Player is still down.
Injury stop, right? We have an injury stop, yes?
Nawabi is in. He replaces Adewasi, who had played the entire game.
Yeah, he's played very well at left back.
But here comes the corner. Baruch can still win. Another corner. Let's do it again. It's going to be Zarnadze. 1-1. We're now at minute 1:05. Here's the corner. Headed up. Knocked down. It was taken away. They're going to have a counter. Lehman, through ball, speed. 0-2 is there. Ebenezer 0-2. Under 4 to play in OT. Ebenezer makes his move. 0-2. Poked away. Corner. Lehman.
Yeah, what a play by Jamari Kelly. He came out and basically attacked the Baruch player right at midfield, forced the ball free, and created the counter.
Victoria is getting ready to come in.
Re-entering is number 11.
Victorio is in.
Victorio.
Who's he in for?
Replacing number 15, Piero Hall.
Al is out, so he won't be a part of PKs. It comes in. It's knocked down. Three minutes left, still tied at 1. Will there be a golden goal? Throw in Umanzor. He's played 94 minutes today. It's actually Victorio. It's knocked away. They'll do it again. 2:35 left. Eduardo Victorio, 5 shots today of the team's 26. Now he leaves this one. So it'll be Umanzor now. Long throw.
Yeah, Lehman is just not on these throws. They have not been able to flick on, and they haven't even had people kind of cutting across. This is going to be a bad foul by Baruch to take.
We're going to get a clock stoppage. That is Ahmed Shakur. If that's a yellow, he would be out. Does not look like a card is coming. 2-minute mark. An OT too. It's minute 109 approaching. Excuse me, minute 108. Let's see it again. Yeah, that was a clear tripping. Here comes the free kick. Jagne into the box, poked out by Baruch. Oh, rare misstep. Bolatti deflected. That ball is going to create another corner. This will be the 9th for Lehman, the 16th corner in this game.
Yeah, total selling out from Nicholas Bolatti to make sure that Utu cannot side volley it.
Here comes the corner. It's going to be a short ball. Umanzor deflected. Zarnadze. Minute 25. Cormac Foley. It'll stay Baruch. Minute 15 left. Ahmed Shakur, good throw. Can someone strike late? Uro lifts it. Last minute, double OT. Zarnadze poked it away. Under a minute. Sent on. Lehman doesn't have numbers yet. Jagne tried to take it away. It's a foul, 40 seconds. .30 seconds, clock is ticking. This will be the last chance for either side before penalty kicks. Here we go. Ferreira. 15 seconds. This is it. Long kick. 10 on the clock.
10,
it's down.
9,
Foley.
8, 7, 6,
And they're not going to have enough time.
4,
Penalty kicks
3,
are coming.
2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen.
Just like 2019, just like 2018, we have penalty kicks. This should be fun, Ralph.
It's unpredictable. I don't get the sense of a favorite. You're going off of hunches.
Yeah, so each team has 5 guaranteed, at least a minimum, 5 players are in the lineup. If you can win before by guarantee, so if you go up by 2 goals or 3 goals early, it's called. If not, you just have to get one. You can get a save after. But for Sella and Grunassi, Ralph, they've seen plenty of shots, plenty of action. They're both ready for this. It was Steven Towler who made a save with his cleats in 2019. which followed an Ali Jaheen goal just moments later to win it for them.
It's all on the line, the championship.
There's no immediate pressure on the first couple of shooters, but you do want to put your team in a good position. It's those fourth, fifth, and anything after where it's pretty much one at a time. So our first shooter of the day is Zarnadze. Jordan Zarnadze, excuse me, Jamali Zarnadze.
Will be number 9, Jamali Zarnadze.
Transfer from Iowa Central. It's a CUNYAC second team All-Star. He did not play in the semis. He will be the first shooter for his team. Here we go. First shot. Zarnadze. And he shoots it high into the parking lot. Wanted to go over the keeper, did not want to place the ball, and he starts. His team is now 0 for 1.
Yeah, that's just energy and nerves that come into play. I think he tried to beat him high. It just wasn't in a promising location. It wasn't side to side. It was trying to hit it over the top, and of course, I think nerves have something to do with that, more than actual technique. His mind was racing.
So Victorio next. He starts for Lehman. They won the regular season title. They've won 8 straight matches. Of course, the first time in PKs this year. Victorio, goal! Back left corner. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was composed. Look, that was major composure. He knew where he was going. He had his mind made up, regardless of a goalie in there or not. He was going to tuck it into the corner.
And this will be Amar Ahmed-Shakur, the Brooklyn native. He's in his backyard here. He's hoping to try and get his team their first score. Ahmed-Shakur played very well in regulation, overcame an earlier injury, stayed in, may have just been a cramp. He's trying to get his team back on par. Here is the lefty Ahmed-Shakur. Goal into the back right corner. That was a beautiful stroke. 1-1.
Yep, left-footed player that then bends it back. Yeah, really nicely taken.
Now shooting for the Lehman College Lightning, number 9, Ebenezer Utu.
Utu is next. He played well all game long. Utu's going to get a big running start. And that is high. Both teams have a miss, and it had nothing to do with the goalie.
Yeah, he struck this one better than Zarnadze did. Had his area picked out, just didn't execute.
So Daniel Grishin, the freshman, been in and out of the game, played 71 of a possible 110 minutes. He's up next. He's a shooter number 3. Goal, back, right, corner. Baruch with a 2-1 edge.
Yeah, just super calm. Like there was no one watching him.
Sugiyama's up next. Did not play the end of OT number 2. He had subbed out. Now he's back in. He's shooter number 3. Trying to pull his team even. He's shooter number 3, as mentioned. 2-1 lead, Baruch. Sugiyama. What a save! Sella! Beautifully done! We'll have to see that again. Wow.
Sella read where he guessed right, and Sugiyama did not execute into a corner. That ball is still a little too close to Sella. it's got to be a corner pocket, and then it truly threatens the goalie.
This is a big one for Cormac Foley. Missed a potential bunny in overtime. He could get it right back with this one. Foley. Yes, he gets it. It's 3-1 Baruch. A save now would clinch a championship. And if they don't get the save here, a shot would do the same. So this is the man of the hour, Mubarak Uro, 14 regular season goals.
This is why you put your top guys 4th and 5th. Some coaches want to lead off with a top guy, and then you have maybe your next best shooter somewhere in the 4 or 5 spots. So here is a CUNY Player of the Year. With all the pressure on him, he's got to execute.
Here we go. Uro will shoot. Sella, it is going to be wide, and that is going to be it. Baruch with the upset. The Baruch Bearcats are back on top. Step aside, York. Baruch, the all-time leader, with 7 CUNYAC men's soccer championships. A day to remember. The Bearcats are on top again.
With all the pressure, and Baruch somehow had to find a way. Champions again, this one laid out very similarly to 2018, where they were under duress the whole night against the College of Staten Island. The conference's Player of the Year lining up, and Mubarak Uro, Sella guessed to the right, and just a matter of finishing the shot. Uro, with 14 goals in 15 games this year, could not put it away, and that's why penalties are cruel. It's a team game that is decided by individuals at the very end to somehow come up with a result. Both teams are officially co-champions for the 3rd straight year. Penalties in the CUNY Men's Soccer Championship. Uro, such a terrific player, and a senior from the Bronx and DeWitt Clinton High School, will have to live with that miss. We'll have the championship presentation coming up, and then we'll have the post-match interview before we say goodnight here from Brooklyn College.
Again, congratulations to everyone who participated and made this day possible.
The Bearcats were so close to finishing this game off in regulation. They held on until the 87th minute, playing with a 1-0 lead for about 52 minutes. And just clinical finishes. Daniel Grishin in particular, the left back in Ahmed Shikar. He's a freshman as the 2nd shooter, pretty clinical. Cormac Foley then stepping up as the 4th shooter. And what a team effort for Baruch, where everybody that played had to contribute in some way. So the Bearcats will advance and play in the NCAA tournament as the representative from CUNY.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are just about ready for the awards ceremony. Again, we'd like to thank both teams for giving us such an amazing championship match. It went to the very end. And we congratulate both the Lehman College Lightning and the Baruch College Bearcats. And we thank you so much for all of your efforts on the field and making today an outstanding championship Saturday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to ask the team captains and the coaches of the Lehman College Lightning to please pick up the runner-up trophy. And if we can give them a nice round of applause. And also welcome Athletic Director Georgia F. Palatzidis, as well as the SID, Mr. Len Margolis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the players. If we can give them all a warm round of applause as a show of sportsmanship and camaraderie on the field today. Number 00, Tony Flores. Number 3, Abdul Aminu. Number 6, Claude Ramal. Number 9, Ebenezer Utu. Number 12, Abdoulaye Diakati. Number 13, Juan Gevukaj. Number 18, Mamadou Traore. Number 19, Holmes Luis Ramos. Number 20, Alpha Traore. Number 21, Georgios Sano. Number 22, Alexis Vergara. Number 23, Dustin Ramirez. Number 24, Christian Rodriguez. Number 25, Giovanni Guzman. Number 2, Jamari Kelly. Number 4, Kevin Umanzor. Number 5, Jude Opang Asari. Number 7, Mubarak Uro. Number 8, Jimmy Lopez. Number 10, Mohamed Jagne. Number 11, Eduardo Victorio. Number 14, Peter Adewusi. Number 15, Thierno Ah. Number 17, Ryuji Sugiyama. Number 1, Demialdo Granassi. And ladies and gentlemen, the coaching staff, the head coach, Toma Bojovic. The assistant coaches, Carlos Galvez, Ramon Rove, Tony Valente, Vladimir Bestik. The SID, Len Margolis. The athletic director, Georgia F. Palatzidis. Ladies and gentlemen, one more great big round of applause for the regular season champions, the Lehman College Lightning. And we'd also like to thank the equipment manager, Jennifer Winkler. And a big shout out to Kim Santiema, the woman behind the scenes with all the answers. Thank you, Kim. And thank you, Lehman Lightning. Ladies and gentlemen, when the two teams were warming up, I saw Coach Dima for the first time in over 2 years. And Dima said to me he was just so happy to be here and to see so many old friends that he's known for years and years and years. And he felt like it was a reunion. And he was happy with that. And now he's extra happy because not only did he get to see members of his CUNY family and longtime friends, he gets to take home the hardware. So coach and captains, please go on over and meet Heather McCullen, your athletic director, and pick up your trophy.
So Baruch, a head coach, and alumnus Dina Kamenschik played for the great Ranford Champagny, or coach under Ranford Champagny. 16 total years as a part of the program. And he with his captains, this is perhaps the youngest Baruch team that's ever captured the championship. They have to do it in penalties, but they share the title officially, but they're the ones that advance into the NCAA tournament. It's a young team that's going to be put on the road against a high-quality opponent, a team that's ranked in the top 10, but they don't care about that. They just want to play in the next game, have that experience. Kellen Sella, Cormac Foley, they're seniors that perhaps can do something special and give CUNY a chance at a goal and a win, a chance to compete at the national stage. And that's now 3 straight years the CUNY Men's Soccer Championship has gone to penalties, so you just never know. Lehman had such a great regular season in league where they played mainly lopsided games, and the league this year had a number of programs that were in a rebuild, like York College and some others that had low numbers. Certainly into the fall of 2022, I expect that the CUNY top to bottom will see the rosters filled out with greater depth as coaches stay on and are able to go out and recruit into the spring, offer this fall season too among the high schools as the world takes steps forward towards normalcy. And you'll see the CUNY top to bottom especially show that there could be some more balance in it. Lehman's season finishes officially 10-3-2. But no NCAA tournament for the Lightning. They went 6-1 in league play, and they avenged their lone loss to Brooklyn in a big way, 5-1 in the CUNY semifinals. So everything was set up for Lehman to capture this championship, but Baruch just hung in there. The first 5-10 minutes I felt were significant in this match. They were. Baruch got off to a great start. They played it straight up. They gained some confidence, some restarts, some corners, just got Lehman on their heels. Baruch settled in, and then getting the goal from Luis Munoz, that changed everything. To lead 1-0 midway through the first half, it seemed to wake up Lehman, but the Lightning never got that grade A chance. And at 1-0 at the half, Lehman came out and put up incredible pressure through a full 45 minutes. Broke through for the equalizer, but never got the second goal. And in penalties, it's truly a flip of the coin. And Baruch perhaps being able to be the team with less pressure, stepped up and made 3 out of their 4 tries on penalties. And Lehman, the team that did have the pressure on them, and certainly as the team that shoots second, they led 1-0 after one round,
Number 9,
but then missed 3 straight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The tournament MVP is about to be announced, and then we'll do the post-match interview. It's going to be Kellen Sella. Sella not so much for his performance just today in penalties, but he is one of the unquestioned leaders of this Baruch team. Made 6 saves today, but he's a 3-year starter. He had the penalty shootout experience from 2018 under his belt. I'm sure that helped him, as well as organizing and directing the defense in front of him that was under heavy, heavy pressure.
The assistant coaches, Ronnie Hahidi, Kevin Korb, and Brian Nunez. The SID, Mr. John Nieves, and the athletic director, Heather McCullen. And ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, tonight's most valuable player will get to come back next year and do it again. And before we introduce him, I'll take a moment again to thank all of you that made today possible and congratulate all of you on a job well done. That includes the athletic department here at Brooklyn College, all of the media personnel, the game day personnel, all of the sponsors, the members of public safety who kept us safe, sound, and secure during this Saturday championship. We thank all of you. And we wish you all well. And in just a moment, we will announce tonight's most valuable player. And then this announcer is going to celebrate with a cup of hot chocolate.
With the wrap-up, here's the tournament most outstanding player, the goalkeeper from Baruch, Kellen Sella. Second time in your career you've gone through penalties and came out victorious. You had that under your belt. Just describe your emotions and maybe what they were to help you tonight to get your team through.
For sure. We're pretty calm. I mean, we've been here before. All 3 of our senior captains played well. All of us scored in our penalties, so I just had to do the same thing I did in 2018. 1 on the crossbar, 1 save, and we take home the chip. Nothing else to say.
Kellen, it's a Lehman team that's very explosive. How were you guys able to manage, let's say, that first half to kind of, you get the lead, but just to prevent them from playing their game?
We just kept the high pressure, kept our defenders pressed up, didn't give them any time to turn on the ball. And yeah, we kept them out first half. They had a great shot second half. 4 minutes to go, made it really tense, but we were able to pull through in penalties, and that's all that matters. So.
Kellen, you guys are on fire for basically the full 45 minutes of the second half. What were you telling your guys to help lead them? This is perhaps the youngest Baruch team that's ever been. Only 7 guys back from just 2 years ago that really played a lot. What did you have to do to help your guys through that?
Just told them we've been here before. This is how Baruch does it. We can take it all the way to the end, and we finish when it matters, and that's it.
You have another NCAA tournament experience. What will you tell them about that possibility and moment?
We got a week coming up to train hard, and we'll be ready.
Kellen, you did it again. Congratulations on PKs. That's Kellen Sella. Congratulations to him and Baruch. They are able to advance tonight off of PKs 3-1 after 1-1 in regulation. For our entire crew tonight, we say good night from Brooklyn College, from my partner Zach Weiss. For our producer and director tonight, Ben Talbot, my name is Ralph Bendorchik saying so long and good night. You've been watching the 2021 CUNY Men's Soccer Championship on Facebook Live.